Normally this is an easy side-out situation for him, but Sarah hitting the ball a little low there. She hit it right into the block. Got to go for the high hands once in a while.
Williams goes into the high hands, puts it away. Remember, GT Hawaiian Tel continuing its commitment to UH General Scholarship Fund by honoring a player from each team in tonight's match. GT Hawaiian Tel beyond the call.
Say nobody's harder on Key Williams than Key Williams.
That's right.
She loves to win and she hates to hit balls out. She wants to do what's right and best for the team. So when she goes on a hitting slump like that, nobody is harder on herself than Key.
13-8. Amo back serving. Nice dump by Zubiate. Nice placement on that ball, Chris.
This is really a savvy play. You can tell she's had some international experience. You know, she's played that junior national team for Peru for 3 years, and she showed her savvy there by dumping that ball down.
That's a dunk. That's bad passing by Hawaii, but a decent set that time. Brandy Brooks, who really is Hawaii's second setter out there, and she's made some bad passes look awfully good in game one.
She really has. You know, she's the senior who probably has, you know, the longest. She and Key Williams have the longest memories, and Carrie Anderson about Klum. There's that off-speed shot again.
Hawaii's timing, the big block. What else can you do with a big block like that is try to throw off the timing. Lift is called on Key Williams, and Dave Shoji's going to put Chastity Kanoa in for some back row duty and give Key a break. Kanoa from Haula, senior out of Taft Junior College. Crowd yelled out, but it was played, and Robbins gets a kill.
I noticed Jocelyn swinging a little bit harder tonight. I don't think she liked all the zeros she had last night. She wasn't really getting enough heat on the ball, and that time she really unloaded.
13-9, game one. Ball touched by the front row, falls in front of Robbins, or rather in front of Amo, and it's back over to a very scrappy Roadrunners team. They got to be feeling good about what they're doing here in game number one.
They're being very competitive. They're playing very hard. They know they may be out-talented a little bit here, but they hope they aren't out-hearted.
Well, they won't be out-thunk because this is a very bright team. 6 returnees have grade point averages of 3.0 or better, Chris. That's one of the best we'll see coming in here academically all year long. So that's a good sign if you're a coach. A lot easier for players to pick up plays and think of what they're doing out there. And now it's 10-13. Ljungqvist on the short set.
Well, Ljungqvist, instead of hitting the step-out move, going a little more to the quick set in the middle.
Well, he's got Brandy Brooks there, but a good pass by Zubiate. And a free ball on the bad set. Robbins, no block was up. Jimbo couldn't get there. So now it's 14-10, and probably appropriate that Brandy Brooks could be serving to end game number one, as you see Robbins put it away over the non-block.
Well, actually, it absolutely would be appropriate. Brooks is the one who brought them back from an early 4-0 deficit with her standing top spin jump serve. Let's see if she can finish it right here. Good pass by Maria Roth. Kept it in play nicely.
On the tough set. Free ball. That was a bad pop. Now Hawaii with a chance. And they take it. One too many free balls from the Roadrunners. And Hawaii says, take that, beep, beep. It's 15-10, game one. Volleyball play in Big West action earlier this week. Pacific over Santa Clara in 3 straight. They're playing UCSB. We'll try to get a score if that comes through to us tonight. Long Beach going 4 with Irvine. Long Beach on the road having some problems. Look at the scores even in the games they won. And yesterday in football, Kansas State winning for the first time in about 312 years in Kansas, 21-13. And in women's tennis, Hawaii over Montana, 7-2. We cover all the sports. And there are some of the scores there. Radman over Seeger, 6-2, 6-2. Cruz over Funderbuck, 6-3, 6-2. And Turek over Bland, 6-3, 6-0. Minami over Geisbauer, 6-0, 6-2. All in that women's tennis match. And Lisa over Nelson, 6-1, 6-4. So we cover them all. And in doubles, of course, you got to have doubles in there. Hawaii wins that one, too. And Cruz and Turek winning easily. Looks to me like Hawaii pretty much swept that match, Chris. What do you think?
Yeah, every match. How about this for the Klum air conditioning?
Ah, there it is. What better way to deal with the Klum sauna than to pour water over your head and take some soap and put that on your body and make it a complete night. So Hawaii comes back, and really one of the big stories in game one, it won't necessarily show up in statistics because there were only a couple of aces, but Brandy Brooks just serving a heck of a game.
Well, only 2 aces for Brandy in game number 1, but certainly her serving was the story, in my opinion, of game 1. She really put the Roadrunners into trouble almost every time she stepped back to serve. But certainly New Mexico State played much, much better in game number 1 tonight than they did practically all of last night. They gave the Bows all they could handle.
Absolutely. And I'm sure they're thinking to themselves, we might have been able to steal that one if we'd have been a little more consistent. I'll tell you what hurt them at the end, Chris. A lot of free balls, just not real good hits and sets and things. And you can't let a team like Hawaii have free balls.
You're right, and to show you how much respect Dave Shoji has for Gwen Lebo's team, Shoji staying with his same lineup, not subbing anybody, going with all the guns.
Remember October 21st, Hawaii San Jose State. First event in the new Special Events Center. Love to see a crowd of 10,000. There are still plenty of tickets. And by the way, it is general admission seating. There are no assigned seats for volleyball in that new arena. So you want to get there early, a lot of festivities, and it is general admission. Hawaii blocks another one, 2-0. Hawaii starting off the opposite way here that they did in game 1.
Well, Jinbo puts up a nice ball to the outside, and that time we see Karen Andrews just putting it into the block, and Lord knows everybody has trouble with Hawaii's block this year.
Another ace for Hawaii. Robbins makes it 3-0. Hawaii with 5 aces tonight. And no, I said no, service errors. Watch what happens. Zubiati forced to come up. Jimbo set that one to nobody. And Zubiati could just try to push it over and couldn't do it. It is now 4-0. So absolutely reverse of what we saw in game 1 when New Mexico State led 4-0. High set off the block. Christine Jinbo from Venice, California, the sophomore to serve. Good line drive serve. And good enough to cause Sarah Chase to back up and miss it. First ace of the night for New Mexico State. Chevron gasolines with the cleansing power of Techroline, a simple way to help take care of your car. Chevron, simply smarter. Bjornquist, oh, she's pumped on that one, Chris. In so many words, she said that's as pretty a short set as you can make.
Well, how about this pass from Brandy Brooks? Puts it right on the money. Robin Amo just goes up and lets it fly out of her hands, and Bjornquist puts it down. That is about as good as you can run a quick set in the middle. Ball was set high above the net. And Bjornquist at 6'2" certainly can reach just about as high as any middle blocker that she's going to play against this year.
Block goes right over the head of Maria Roth. And Lebo up off the bench. Gwen getting a little animated now.
Well, I think what Gwen is frustrated with there is a lack of coverage by the back row of the front row hitters' attacks.
Well, Roth came outside up front and left the hole in the back. Ball outside the antenna, and Lebo can't believe it.
Didn't look like it hit the antenna. It looked like it hit the cable and made the antenna shake.
Yeah, either that or it was called outside the antenna. I'm not sure which. Let's see if we can tell.
Well, the linesmen are usually correct. Let's see right here.
It's outside the antenna.
Well, looked pretty close here. Might have hit the antenna. Close call.
Now we're waiting for a shoe tie. (6-1) Hawaii. Back row for Roth. Nice hit. Roth and Zubiate. Roth, the junior from Ontario. She's top 10 in career kills and digs, and a great student.
How about playing 6 sports in high school? Volleyball, basketball, track, soccer, tennis, and badminton.
Lee gets one.
Well, Key is making up for a few missed shots in game number 1. She's starting to put a little more heat on the ball and gets a little step out move. Remember,